neat ending.
Well,
Art Fein,
We could never do that again.
Art Fein's Poker Party coming to you from Hollywood with some real special guests from out of town. From the San Francisco subways, we got Carlos Guitarlos.
Aficionado, here I am.
Nice to see you here. And next to him, for the first time ever, we're very happy to have Mr. Chris Spedding. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
You guys been playing together for what? 5 minutes?
About 2 minutes.
About
yeah.
5 minutes.
Let entertain us with a song, would you please?
Okay, sing one, man.
Oh, am I doing...
Down in Louisiana.
all right.
Down in Louisiana.
Down in Louisiana, can't you see those riverboat queens rolling down the mighty Mississippi to a town called New Orleans? B flat. Down in Louisiana. Yes, you can in Louisiana, in Louisiana. Way down in Louisiana. Get you a reservation. Can't you see those riverboat queens? Roll it down, guaranteed if you're going down to New Orleans. This time down in Louisiana. Yes, you can in Louisiana, in Louisiana. Way down in Louisiana. Let me take it now. Hey. B flat. Down in Louisiana. Yes, you can in Louisiana, in Louisiana. Way down in Louisiana. One more time in Louisiana. Yes, you can in Louisiana, in Louisiana. Way down in Louisiana. This time.
All right.
Right.
Okay, usually I say you guys got another song, but you'll probably work that out somewhere in the next few minutes. Art Fein, once again, on the left, I forgot to introduce Todd Everett. Welcome to the show, Todd. A friend of music, a friend to us all.
Surrounded by guitar legends here. I mean, this
Can
is.
you give me on the cover of
This is real neat.
the Herald?
As soon as the next issue of the Herald Examiner comes out, you're on the cover.
I'm leaving soon.
Carlos, we're featuring Chris on this show. We'll feature you.
Oh, Chris.
We'll feature you on the next one next week, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Chris, your renown precedes you, and your website, which we don't mention the name of on public access, is really mind-boggling. You got almost every breath you ever took is on there, and it's pretty great.
Yes, it's quite comprehensive, you
Quite
might say.
comprehensive. I want to get around to that. Your most recent gigs have been touring with Brian Ferry.
That's right.
That's for the early 2003, I guess.
Yeah. And last year, 2002, we did the Roxy Music Tour prior to that. So for a couple of years, I've been working with Brian.
And you've worked with him on albums too, right?
Yeah, I first worked with him in mid-70s, and I did a world tour with him in 77, and we kind of stayed in touch, you know, and I got the call for this latest bit of touring. Yeah.
Okay, great. Like I say, your history goes, your professional history goes back to the late 60s, and of course, there's all these different bands, like the Sharks you were in,
Yeah.
and a lot of different, lots and lots of different people you've worked with. But skipping all that, let me ask you a standard first question, which is, what's the first record you bought?
Let's see. I think it was either Good Golly Miss Molly, or That'll Be the Day by Buddy Holly, or Good Golly Miss Molly by Little Richard, of course, or Hound Dog. One of the. I think I might have bought all three the same week.
So you bought one either by the king of rock and roll or the queen of rock and roll.
That's right, yeah. And I remember my dad was disgusted by all this because he's a classical musician, and he said, "Those guys, you'll never hear about those guys in 6 months." No, I didn't know.
All of our parents said
I didn't know. You know, how wrong could he have been?
By the way, speaking of Holly, were you an English kid glued to the TV set when he played there, or did you
No,
watch that night?
no.
go to sleep
See,
early?
we only had the BBC. We were only allowed to have the BBC in I had to go to my friend's place to see, because Buddy Holly was on the commercial channel. We had the two channels.
Oh, I see.
So like, a really deprived childhood I had. We only were allowed to have the BBC because the other channel had those nasty commercials.
I see. Well, actually, that sort of leads into the other question, which is, what's the first concert or a real cool concert? I guess I'm dealing with rock and roll here. So, did you go see local groups, or did somebody tour?
I missed a lot of that. I was stupid. We had people. You know, Bobby Darin came around with, I think, with Buddy Holly and Duane Eddy. A lot of these people came, and Eddie Cochran was big, and Gene Vincent. Missed all those guys. Didn't see those guys. No, I didn't really. Wasn't much big on concerts.
Yeah.
I remember seeing some skiffle guys. You've heard of skiffle?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was big.
Well, I know. Yeah.
Well, how did you, I mean, not that you have to see people live to play, but what moved you to become a musician?
Oh, the records. You know, I responded to the records. I always wanted to make records rather than play live and see people live. It's strange. I mean, most people say they prefer the live thing, but I actually like records. In fact, when I'm at a gig, you know, playing in a club, I always think, well, why can't you guys just go home, stay at home, listen to my records, send me money, and I can stay at home.
I like that one.
You know, then we'd all be happy because they sound better. Records sound better usually than the club.
The internet.
Yeah. Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Yeah, good idea.
You know, in your extensive bio on the internet, on the Chris Spedding website, it mentions your jazz leanings all the way through, and
It does?
Yeah.
Well, I went through a jazz phase in the 60s where I didn't listen to anything else for a while. But I got out of that.
by the way, were you in London?
I was in London.
Yeah. And so did the whole Liverpool thing sweep you over, or did you ignore it? What was going on then with you?
Well, I was kind of from the north, not far off from Liverpool. I was from Sheffield. So the fact that somebody from the north was making it down in when I was down in London was, you know, think, oh, okay, you know, just a chance for me, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was there when all the.
You're caught up in it.
I was kind of caught up in it, but that was kind of when I was in my jazz phase. So I was kind of like looking at it, all going on. And I wasn't really.
Did you say, well, you want to hear about them in 6 months?
That's right. Yeah, those Beatles. You want to hear about them? Yeah. No, but I think everybody realized that they were great from the early days. They were the best ones around. You know. I think there was not
How
much
old
doubt
were
about it.
you in, say, 64?
That's
20.
So you're just about the right age for all of that.
Yeah, I was the same generation as those guys. Yeah, as the British Invasion guys. Yeah.
jumping all around in years now. You produced the Sex Pistols demos.
That's right.
How did you? How did you happen to get connected? This doesn't sound like your area generally.
Well, really, the Michael McLaren and Vivian Westwood used to make clothes. They made really cool 50s type clothes, and I was into that 50s retro thing. Before you could buy that stuff, they were the only people who were making anything like that. And I used to go in there to buy sort of like, in the age when you just used to be able to buy flared jeans.
Yeah.
They sold straight leg jeans or straight leg pants, you know. And yeah, so I would go there and buy clothes. So that's how they got to know me. I was one of the few musicians.
Regular customer.
Yeah, a few musicians they knew. I don't think I knew any other musicians. And so Michael McLaren told me about this band that he had. Would I come and see him? And I said, sure, you know, and I went to see them. I thought they were great, you know. But everybody around, this is before any of their records came out.
This is before anybody was spitting on them.
Kind of, yeah. There was hardly anybody in the audience. They'd start off with about 15 people in the audience, and they'd all leave. Yeah. You know, even though they were great, it was something disturbing about that. But people in the music press, for instance, would hear about these people who were notorious, even though nobody really heard them, and said, "You're ruining your reputation, Chris. You're a respected musician. What are you doing, messing around with these people?" And I say, "Well, that's very interesting. Where did you hear them? Oh, I've not heard them, but everybody knows they're rubbish. So I thought, well, what I can do here is to at least put them on tape so that people can hear them, decide for themselves, you know, and that's what I did. That's kind of, you know, my involvement with them. And that tape got them their first deal.
Is that tape widely, I mean, I don't follow them.
No, not really. It's, I mean, it belonged to them because they paid for the session, and I'd offered to do it as a favor. So I don't have any rights to that tape.
No, I'm just saying.
It's now, I think it's now been put on a reissue of the Nevermind the Bollocks album.
As a bonus track. So
as bonus tracks, but unfortunately the record company got hold of some horrible old chewed up cassette, which was a mono, and put that on without telling me. I had the masters in stereo.
Oh, really?
They own them, but you have them.
They own the rights to them, but I still had a copy of them, you know. And of course, they never thought to call me up and ask me for my pristine masters, which I'd been trying to protect from bootleggers for 20 years, and they put out this horrible version. Anyway, that's that.
How much of the stuff you
beef.
did? I mean, not the sessions, but how many of the songs that you did wound up?
Oh, I did 3 songs. I went to one of their
What were the
rehearsals.
3 songs?
Okay, I went to one of their rehearsals,
Yeah.
and I got them to play all the material, and I picked out Pretty Vacant, No Feelings, and Problems. They hadn't written God Save the Queen at that point. Otherwise, I might have picked that. So I picked those as a 3-song demo. And I quite like the way it sounds now.
I want to ask you about your time with Robert Gordon, but he played a lot of 50s rockabilly stuff, and so could you. You guys know anything? You guys know any 50s songs to play now?
To play now?
I just know Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
Can I try that? Do you not want to try that?
Well, we can try if you want
I'm
us to
breaking
play.
I'm breaking it up in the middle for a little
Talking about
music.
Pretty Vacant.
Pretty Vacant, how about that?
Oh, do you want to play Shake, Rattle, and Roll?
Sure,
You know, the song you've been rehearsing for 15 minutes before we started taping.
All right.
Okay, the kid can't see.
This is Carlos's.
Yeah,
Okay.
so turn the mics off and back up 50 feet.
Yeah, earplugs.
Hey, out of that bed, wash your face in your hand. Out of that bed, baby, wash your face in the hand. Into the kitchen, make some noise with the pots and pans. Where you wear your dress, sun is shining through. When you wear your dress, wear sun shining through. Can't believe my eyes, sticking that long to you. Sing it. Shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle, and roll. Come on, man. Shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle, and roll. Where you want to back, save your doggone soul. Go on, man. Go on, man. Like a one-eyed cat poking up your seafood stove. Like a one-eyed cat poking up your seafood stove. Well, like you look at your baby and you won't be a chat no more. Well, now you're over the hill, way down underneath. Over the hill, way down underneath. Make me roll my eyes, honey, make me grit my teeth. Hey, shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle, and roll. Where you want to ride, save your doggone soul.
Just before we went on, you were working up the Stumble, I think.
Yeah.
We were stumbling through it.
You get it in
through the
good enough shape you can.
Well, not right now. I want to go back to a little more talking. So that was the Chris Spedding Band featuring Carlos Guitarlos as lead singer. Congratulations, guys. You really got a good act here. I think hope you take it on the road. Take it on the road real soon.
Are you gonna come down Friday with Clem?
Yeah.
You both play out at Cozy's out in the valley now and then.
Yeah, I'm playing Friday.
Yeah.
This one won't show up.
And you both live, well, you live in San Francisco, you live in LA, you've been living here for quite a few years, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you lived in New York in the 80s?
Yeah, I did.
And you came to America to seek your fortune? Did you find
Yeah, I
it?
lost it actually.
Now, you did various modern, I guess you could say, bands, new material bands throughout the 70s in England. Then when you got here, you hooked up with Robert Gordon after Link Ray left, right?
That's right. Yeah, it was that. It was the end of the 70s. It was about 78 actually.
That early.
Yeah. It was 78 when I first came over to New York, and that's when I played with Robert Gordon. And then the following year, that Rockabilly Boogie album came out that I played with.
Remember that.
And we toured around with that.
You stayed with him?
I stayed. Well, then
a
I
long
left. I left, and then Danny Gatton joined him for a couple of years, and then I went back with him, like a fool.
So you're on some of the records?
Yeah, I did a couple of records. Bad Boy record. I did 2 records with him, Rockabilly Boogie and Bad Boy.
Not to mention the fact that you've had like 7, 9, 11, how many albums have you had
I
out?
said not to mention that.
You've had quite a few albums out.
I have, yeah. Yeah.
I remember the covers because you always look real sharp with that 50s stuff, probably from Malcolm McLaren's store. I don't know.
Some of the stuff was from his store, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one with the car on
The
the
little
front.
one with the car, yeah.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Those pants and the jacket and that. Yeah.
So you haven't, when's the last time you cut an album of your own?
Oh, one came out last year, a CD.
And that's on a label, or you put it out yourself?
Actually, it's not released in America. It's released in Europe on Music Avenue, in France on Last Call, which is separate from the rest of Europe, the French deal. So yeah, it's kind of out in Europe. And when I go out and tour in Europe, I sell it at the gigs and stuff.
Yeah. Let me ask you about. Are we boring you, Carlos?
No.
Let me ask you about the guitar. It's fascinatingly burnished.
One can
What
see
is
through
it?
it.
One can see through it.
It's a James Trussart,
How do you spell that?
Trussart.
And James Trussart is this French guy who makes.
He was originally from France. He's now living and working in Los Angeles, and he made this. And it's metal body, hollow with holes in it. But that's kind of cosmetic.
I don't know from guitars. Is it a copy of another?
Well, it's based on the style of a Gibson Les Paul, and it feels and plays a bit like that. It sounds a bit.
Except
like
it's lighter because it's
Sounds
hollow.
really good, though.
It's well, I don't know. It's kind of heavy because this is metal, but it's not too heavy because it's hollow. It feels nice, and it's a good guitar, and it's been with me for a couple of years now, on the road, and it's been reliable. And
This is your main instrument now?
this and another one that James makes, which is a Telecaster.
It's kind of like its own anvil case.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, look at
They
that.
call it like the Mad Max look. It's like
But James Trussart isn't made.
James carefully and lovingly puts,
Puts the holes in?
Makes it all distressed, as you might
Looks like
say.
it's been on the stove for a while.
Like rusted with acid, puts it in this bath of acid and lovingly sort of makes sure it's distressed to his satisfaction.
Psychedelic.
That's good. How much time we got left, guys? With Mr. Man on the camera? We got 10 left. Good.
He also makes ones that are not rusty.
I want to know, we're almost the same size. You got any clothes you don't want there?
He likes your guitar. He likes everything about you. Let me ask you, go back to your bio. I remember all these names flying by on the page. I mean, you have. Is there a Pretenders connection? I can't remember.
Oh, Chrissy was. I knew Chrissy before she joined formed the Pretenders. She sang back up on one of my albums. So I've known her for a while. When I had a band in New York in the early '80s, we used to open for the Pretenders when they would come to New York and stuff, So we have and I did a duet with her on a Otis Blackwell tribute album.
Yeah.
We occasionally do stuff, So I know her.
And then I remember seeing the name Eric Clapton on there. Was there any connection with you two?
No, I don't think there is, apart from the fact that when Jack left the Cream, I played with Jack.
Oh, the Jack Bruce.
Maybe that was Jack Bruce.
In this sort of jazz band?
It was kind of jazzy stuff, songs for a tailor.
Yeah.
Kind of jazzy in a way. That's the nearest I ever got to Eric, playing with his bass player.
And then you go back and forth in and out of having your own band and then backing up other people, right?
Yeah, I've always done that. I've always played with other people and had my own outlet as well. You know, luckily, it's been lucky.
And before the recent Brian Ferry tour, was there somebody else you were on the road with?
No.
Maybe there was. But
No, I don't think. I can't remember. I don't think so. A period of inactivity.
yeah. Okay.
Can't remember. I was busy doing my record actually.
You had a lot of really great songs. Penta, our friend, lent me almost all, 7 or so of your albums. There's
Oh, really?
A
Cool.
lot of great stuff on there. Is there anything else you could try of your own, or that you're from your material that we could give a spin?
That first one, Louisiane, was on one of my albums. You want me to play
I'd
another
like to
song
play
now?
I'd like to sing another song if you got
The
one.
one that went to B twice has a 16 bar.
Oh, Junko?
And then in the end it has 3, you said, instead of 4. And it breaks up on the solo as a 12 bar.
That one. Yeah, that's not my song and I never recorded it, but we'll do that one. Okay. Arrange this
But
guitar.
I don't remember it.
Well, you'll pick it up.
Bootleggers start your tape machines.
Okay. Oh, down the road came poor little Junko. He was wobbling all over the street. Poor man was knocked down, raggedy and hungry. He was wobbling all over the street. Give me water when I get thirsty. You know water, mighty fine when you're dry. Give me a tincture if I get sickly. Give me a graveyard in case I die. Oh, give me water when I get thirsty. That water, mighty fine when you're dry. Give me a tincture if I get thirsty. Give me the graveyard in case I die. Take it away. Take another one. Oh, the poor man porn is watching pistol. You know he pawned his diamond ring. He would have pawned the woman he was loving, but the poor girl couldn't sign her name. Oh, give me water when I get thirsty. You know water is mighty fine when you're dry. Give me a tincture if I get sickly. Give me the graveyard in case I die. One more. Give me the graveyard in case I die. One more time. Give me the graveyard in case I die.
Carlos, that chicken picking, that's really nice. Tick, 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 tick stuff. Every song. Good. I like it. We only got 3 minutes left. That was great. When we were talking about video footage of old rock stuff, and I said something about, want to see this Elvis stuff, you said, if it's Elvis, I've seen it. So you're pretty heavy Elvis guy?
Yeah, I made a point of picking up on that because, you know, when we were in the 50s in England, we never saw those, you see. We never had that impact. Elvis, we had the impact from the movies when they came out eventually, and from the records. So when it came to videos coming out of the Ed Sullivan shows in 1956, I nabbed a copy of that and sort of caught up on my rock and roll culture.
Your deprived childhood.
Yeah, my deprived British childhood, yeah. Which makes us all such big music fans because we're so deprived of it, we had to seek it out, you know.
Cool. We only have like a minute and a half left. Is there anything you guys could do together that...
we could stumble out of here.
We could do Stumble, a minute and a half of that.
All right, thanks very much.
1, 2, 3.